let's talk about a company which is all set to actually get listed on the bourses. In fact, it is Aadhar Housing Finance, where the IPO is all set to open on May 8th and close on May 12th. Also, the price band is set for the IPO is around 300 to 315 rupees per share. We are now joined by Rishi Anand, who is the MD and CEO at Aadhar Housing Finance, to talk more about the company as well as the IPO and where he plans to use this proceed going ahead. A very good afternoon to you, Mr. Anand. This is Cheryl joining in the conversation. I just wanted to understand a bit more about your IPO, the rationale behind the IPO, the shareholding pattern that will be post the listing, and also if you could tell us how much is Blackstone divesting and what will it continue to hold post the listing.
Great. Thank you so much, Cheryl, for having us. Yes, before I move ahead, I would want to correct the date. The opening date is 8th and the closing date is 10th, and it's not 12th. So we are closing the issue on the 10th of May. Now, in terms of the company, we happen to be the largest low-income housing finance company in terms of AUM, which as of December 23 was 19,900 crores. When we talk about low-income housing, we are referring to sub 15 lakh segment. Our average ticket size on the book stands at about 10 lakhs today. Now, coming to what is in terms of IPO, you have indicated that we are coming with a price band of 300 to 315. At Aadhar, we have one single largest shareholder, which is Blackstone Group, through its company called BCP Topco, which is the selling shareholder, which today holds about 98.7% shareholding in the company. The balance 1.2% is held by ICICI Bank. BCP Topco, the selling shareholder, has come to do an OFS of 2,000 crores. Post the sell, as the questions asked, their current 98.7% shareholding would drop to about close to about 76%.
Right. So, good afternoon. This is Vinny joining in the conversation as well, Mr. Anand. And, yes, we stand corrected. May 10th is what the closing date is going to be. But, let's just talk a bit more as well. You have also received a SEBI clearance to raise around 7,300 crores in May 2022. But you didn't go through with that raise that you had gotten a nod for. Now, what was the hurdle there, and why couldn't the street see Aadhar Housing Finance list earlier?
I would, yes, of course, you're right. We got an approval in 22 for 7,300 crores. Once we had the approval, we had a timeline of close to 12 months to go out with an issue. It was more to do with market sentiments rather than any other issue, because once you got a clearance from the regulator, then you have 12 months to announce the issue anytime. I would say it was more to do with market sentiments rather than any other issue which was external or internal.
Right. Let's talk about your AUM. It's already at the highest level compared to actually the peers, the AUM. What's your outlook on the rate at which you aim to grow your book going ahead? Any guidance that one can look forward to?
Cheryl, Vinny, I don't know whether I can give you guidance going ahead, but let me indicate to you the way we have grown in the last 2 years. Last 2 years, in terms of disbursement, we've grown at the rate of about 20-24%. In terms of our AUM, we have grown at about 21-22%. In terms of profit, we have grown at about 30% plus. Our NPAs remain best in the industry, and we've already indicated our AUM happens to be highest in the peer group. That is a sub 15 lakh category. We today stand at very close to about 20,000 crores. So I would not want to give you any indicative numbers as we move ahead, but this has been our historical performance.
Right, Mr. Anand, also when you look at just the segment, right, affordable housing, that's a bit of an underpenetrated and it's still very competitive space in India. Now, what is your strategy to survive and thrive against your players, listed players and peers that are there as well? What is the strategy in fighting competition?
So I would say, every player in the peer group has kind of created a niche for themselves. When it comes to Aadhar, we happen to be the largest in terms of distribution. Today we stand about 20 states and union territories, covering about 533 districts among from 806 districts in the country. In terms of pin codes, we are already at about 11,000 plus pin codes out of the 18,000 pin codes that are available in the states that we operate. So I think our distribution strategy, our reach to the customer, it itself going to be the key differentiating factor when it comes to your peer group or looking at the industry. And you rightly said, the kind of customer segment that we cater to, it is very important to reach out to the customer rather than waiting for the customer to come to you, because this segment of the customer, when you move to tier 3, tier 4 kind of locations, they hardly understand where they will get credit from. All they are interested in is how to get the credit from, and that's where we play a very important role. So peer group competition in terms of reach, we are much ahead. The closest competitor will be anywhere between 12 to 13 states. When it comes to competition with, and you mentioned that it's a sector that is at the large, a lot of large banks etc. are looking at this sector. That is where the differentiating factor comes when we talk about affordable. The affordable range starts from a 1 lakh loan, goes up to a 35 lakh loan in a metro location and up to a 25 lakh loan in a non-metro location. That's where the play area is. 0 to 15 lakhs is where the peer group, the low-income housing finance companies play. 15 lakh to 35 lakh and upward is where the larger banks, public sector banks and larger HFCs plays. So that's how competition is playing. When it comes to looking at strategy, at what Aadhar is wanting to do, we are 20 states. Anybody who wants to come to 20 states will take anywhere between 3 to 4 years from now. And we are as a strategy going deeper into multiple states. That's the strategy. We want to maintain a headwind of anywhere between 3 to 5 years when it comes to competition.
Mr. Anand, thank you so much for joining in with us this afternoon on ET Now and giving us an understanding in terms of IPO as well as, what's the outlook and strategy for the company. But yes, the IPO for Aadhar Housing Finance opening on the 8th of May. Yes, you can subscribe for it from 8th of May to 10th of May. That was the management, Rishi Anand, MD and CEO of the company, joining in with us. But with that,
if you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.